Hey all guys, and welcome once again. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. We are on the way to our 100 subscribers, and today we will talk about all the yellow 5-star heroes in the game, and I will rate them for you. So let's start with Kona Hana. She is a very new hero, and she heals all allies equal to 30% of the max of the caster's HP, cleanses all debuffs from them, and grants damage absorption to the caster for 4 turns. This effect cannot be dispelled. Passive: when allies are healed, there is a 20% chance to grant them a Sakura mark. Damage absorption: forms a link with the ally with the lowest HP, reducing the damage they take by 60% and transferring it to Kona Hana. This effect can only take effect on one target at a time and will not be triggered if there is no allies. Sakura mark: when HP falls below 50%, removes the mark and restores the marked ally 10% of their max HP unaffected by reduced healing effects up to 1 stack. So the main problem with Kona Hana is that she will need to be the tank in your team for protecting the lowest HP hero in your team. And yeah, you would need to maximize her as much as possible. And she doesn't really belong in the meta comps. She is a 7 out of 10. Then we have Lupita here. Arguable one of the worst 5-star heroes in the game, so she is reducing the defense of the enemies. But what's quite heavy is her weapon. If you awaken it, she can do quite a lot damage, and if she is paired with Wolos, yeah, I saw things that were pretty nice, but yeah, still Lupita on herself is a 5 out of 10. And then we have Arthur. Yeah, Arthur, one of the first color converter, also very nice damage. Then he can protect the whole team at his +5. Arthur, still a 10 out of 10. Then we have Nan, not so relevant anymore. She was one of the yellow beasts one day. But yeah, she isn't that great anymore. Oh, I didn't mention the attack power buff from Arthur. This is one of the reasons why Nan isn't that relevant anymore. I will give Nan still an 8 out of 10 because she can still do heavy damage. So then we have Maria, one of the few heroes that got actually buffed because the community was so annoyed that she was so weak. And she is quite a good hero now, and with the seasonal buff she gets so murderous, it's insane. So I would give her now a 10 out of 10, but usually she is maybe a 9 out of 10. Then we have none in here, and the Naya Church have so many yellows. After Agatha is for the beginning or for starters, medium players. She can be very useful because she heals, cleanses, dispels the enemy, and does a little bit damage, also buffing her faction. So she is the cow that can bring everything to your whole deck, but she is slow and she doesn't get that relevant if you are a stronger player. Also, her awakenings are quite useless. I will give Agatha a 7 out of 10. And then we have Ruby and Rose, which are a 10 out of 10 because so heavy damage in every tournament of Vela where yellow is featured. They will be on the top. This is why they are a 10 out of 10. Also, they reduce the defense of one enemy by 45%, and this is very huge. Ruby and Rose, get them as soon as possible. Then we have Zeus, one of the best storm creators in the game. He can do quite a lot of damage, and he buffs the yellow team if you awaken his weapon. Go at least for the +2. I would consider to put Zeus at the 10 out of 10 heroes, but yeah, comparing to the others, he should be a 9, let's say 9.5 for Zeus. Then we have Crowley, which isn't that relevant anymore. Crowley was also one of the best damage dealers for yellow in the game. But time have passed and Crowley isn't that great anymore. 8 out of 10. Raphael, Reviver, she does the rendering. After casting the skill, removes any effect that may render self and allies nearby unconsciousness or unable to cast skills, and grants immunity against these effects for them in this turn. Also, she heals if you are falling below a certain level of HP, and she reduces skill damage taken for all other yellow allies by 30%, and this is huge. Also, she is a shield breaker. Wow, one heavy hero, 10 out of 10. Also, who else is a 10 out of 10? Living by its name, the god Naya goddess. She's the first hero that has dual realms, so positive and negative realm, and these are so heavy. Also, her +5 effect is so annoying, this fanatic and stun and stuff. Naya is actually one of the heroes that I will rate 11 out of 10, so can't get any better. Then we have none in here. Then we have Midas. He got pretty weak. He was very useful back in the days, but now even with his weapon awakened, he still gets the overload. And he doesn't hit that hard, even though his skill should deal a 600% damage. This never happens. Midas is a 7 out of 10. And then we have Insulator, negative realm, very resilient against purple. But I think she's average. This is interesting. I thought she is slow because it feels like it, but I would give Insulator a 9 out of 10. Then we have Rebecca. Don't play her at all. She is really not great. She is one of the most hated and weakest 5-star heroes in the game. Rebecca is a 4 out of 10. Souza can hit very hard, but don't get him out of the shop. He can hit twice in one turn if you get lucky, but don't use him at all. He needs this mark from the Simo faction and all this kind of stuff. 6 out of 10. Then we have none in here. Reginald, pretty useless. He was nice on defense back in the days, but he isn't that great anymore. The best use of him is if the enemy doesn't have a cleanser and you can stop the incoming heals, but that's about it. Reginald, 6 out of 10. Lorenzo, one of the best yellow heroes ever, 10 out of 10 because he shields, he cleanses, and on top of that, every skill you cast will grant your shields as long as Lorenzo is alive. 10 out of 10. And then we have Haley. At +5, she can wreck whole Alia teams with her realm. If it's a similar effect to Molly. which will convert the incoming heal into damage. Also, her +1 allows her to put up these yellow barrels for the board, and yeah, this is a board manipulation and it can stun your enemies. I would give Haley a 9.5 out of 10. Don't wanna forget one, Ryonosuke. He is a dispeller, can do quite nice damage, and he reduces the max HP of the enemy. And at +5, he can even spread that. Also, his +5 allows to ignore death immunity, which is very much needed in yellow sometimes. I would actually rank him a 9 out of 10. Can get very beastie, and his charge speed is average. Also, his dispel goes off every turn, which is very, very nice. Yeah, Shelly is not great. She can be played in her faction with, let's say, Roland and Sigmund, for example. But yeah, don't maximize her. Don't go for her reruns. She is personal for me a 6 out of 10. Then we have none in here. Letizia. Let's not talk about Letizia. No, just no. She can protect herself and nearby allies, but I think it was just for one turn. Also, yeah, no, 5 out of 10. Apollo, he dispels. He creates stones, he has a positive realm, he can do a little bit of damage, and his +5 effect increases the critical chance and the critical damage for his himself and his nearby allies. He is needed for the specific Rosamia combo, and he will make Belnos completely useless if you put him against her. Apollo is a 10 out of 10 for me. And that was it. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and we will see each other next time. Bye bye.